What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler, and welcome to another. There's the second trailer episode. I ain't saying. I'm just saying with the Raw Women Nation, man. Y'all clap that thing on up, yeah. Y'all clap that thing on up. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. If you like, leave a comment. If you don't like, leave a constructive comment. Why? Because if you know me, grow me, and sharing is caring. Moini, yeah. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about this thing. So, the trailer dropped, right? Right. I'll be right back. All right. You got the trailer, right? So, let me break this down the way that I break this down. And y'all feel free to back this on up. Let's go over this thing. So, we're going to make this thing do what it do. So y'all help me out. I may have got some things wrong here, but trailer open up. We get the funeral procession, Namor painted on the wall. We get Chadwick's mural on the wall again, right? We got that. One more shot of Namor as he plants his trident. I'm gonna call it a trident into the ground. We pull back from the screen, right? We see Okoye with tears flowing down her face as she visibly looks shaken, right? Right. We get a quick view of the throne room and then quickly out to the ship. Namor and the Talokans. That's right. Namor and the Talokans will be attacking. So yeah, we see them attacking the ship. From there we get M'Baku, aka the King of Wakanda, telling his fellow Wakandans that Namor is not known as General or King, but he is known as Kukala, the feathered serpent god. Now that's true. Y'all go. I'm probably gonna put a picture in here and everything like that, so you can get to pronounce it. So you can get the correct spelling, pronounce it. But that's exactly what he was saying. The feathered serpent god. Killing him would risk eternal war. Y'all see me? I ain't mean to grab my pearls. Just I know females be like, did you just grab your pearls? No, that's not what I'm doing. It's just clearly nobody told 616 T'Challa or Shorty that killing him would risk eternal war, because they don't kill him. They put hands on Namor quick. Y'all read Deadly Cell of the Species? Shorty didn't give a damn about that shit. I'm putting hands on it. What did T'Challa do? I'm putting hands on you every time I see you. We'll never get to see that. You know what? Let me stop talking like that. It's recast T'Challa, right? Hell yeah. So I'm not finna act like we not gonna see Shorty and T'Challa on the big screen, both as Black Panthers. No, you're gonna give us what we asking you for. You're going to give us what we demanded. Damn right. I don't care nothing about them ticket sales. I don't care nothing about them ticket sales. I don't care nothing about the crashing internet. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Because you know what? The same people that saying y'all did all this was the same people that act like they ain't here recast T'Challa until we said boycott Black Panther 2. So yeah, you missed me with all that. I'm sorry. I just wanted to get that on off my chest. Nevertheless, that would indicate, however, that the two nations, Wakanda and Taloka, are familiar with one another. I wonder if they say that about Namor, that they don't call him king, they don't call him general, they call him Kukakalan, the feathered serpent. If that's what M'Baku knows they say about Namor, I wonder what they've said about the Black Panthers over the ages. Now, clearly, Namor has been around since the Eternals, right? He go back. But what is the legend surrounding the Black Panthers? I know T'Challa ain't got one. It's probably Bastard King or something like that, Orphan King or something like that. But T'Challa ain't lived long enough to get no head. T'Challa ain't lived long enough to get this type of legend surrounding his name, right? I still wonder what the Talokans say about the Black Panthers. Wonder if they seem as reluctant to wait. No, clearly they don't give two damns. You see how they wage war on Wakanda. Anyway, gotta admit though, this M'Baku sounds kind of concerned, which is crazy to me because I read various comics, cartoons, M'Baku in them, and M'Baku being concerned ain't never been. M'Baku really don't know how to be concerned about stuff. Moreland, M'Baku literally watched Moreland fade his people and ran up on Moreland. So M'Baku being concerned, talking like he's concerned, that ain't never been. M'Baku is a talk first, rationalize second. I'm gonna say he's an attack first, rationalize second type of dude. Like he ain't wondering about what might happen when he get over, i.e., how strong you are. He'll find that out when he get there. So I just never mind. So, and mind you, because I'm reading my notes, I'm not saying that what M'Baku said about Namor should not have been uttered in the movie. I think that's great to give some type of how can I put this? Some type of sense, some type of warning. It lets us know how dangerous Namor is. It tells us the stakes that are on the line. It's not that I don't think that line shouldn't have been uttered. I just don't think it should have came out of M'Baku's mouth. It probably would have been better suited to come out of Queen Ramonda's mouth, maybe Shuri's mouth, as she may have been told these tales as a child growing up and everything like that. Probably would have been better suited to come out of Shuri's mouth. Maybe when she was talking to Riri Williams or something like that. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. We cut that scene to where we see what appears to be soldiers, I'm assuming the mercenary soldiers, taking hostages, one of whom appears to be Anika, the lover of Io, and the true leader of the Dora Milaje. Now, I'm guessing because they showed her in the Midnight Angels armor in the first trailer, they will have it where she runs the Midnight Angels, and she'll probably be joined by Io, while Okoye is in charge of the Doors. I'm guessing that leaves Nakia in charge of the Hatut Zaraze, aka the War Dogs. There we see Queen Ramonda, who appears to be and Riri Williams approaching a window with what looks to be a reflection of Namor about to break it. So we're gonna say that one more time. From there we see Queen Ramonda and Riri Williams, who appear to be walking towards a window with what looks like to be a reflection of Namor about to break it. We go back to the ship where it appears Anika is fighting one of the mercenary soldiers. Those same soldiers appear to be fighting the Doors in what could be the Wakanda palace based on the door. I'm looking at the door frame in the back and everything like that. I'm not necessarily thinking that that's the ship itself. Could be, but I'm not thinking that. Then we see Namor doing his best man from Atlantis. Yes, I did date myself, and yes, he is swimming like Patrick McDuffie from The Man from Atlantis. I know, because I used to do that when I swam. I still like swimming like that. Like, I do not like swimming underwater. Like, I swim underwater like that. I'm more comfortable doing that. I don't know why. I got it from Patrick McDuffie back in the day. Y'all, if y'all younger people that's rocking with me and everything like that, y'all Google Patrick McDuffie, The Man from Atlantis, which is crazy. That's irony in and of itself. Even though they don't want to call this Namor, they don't want to call it Atlantis. He's swimming. He ain't swimming like Aquaman, who actually is from Atlantis. No, he's swimming like the Man from Atlantis. Even though he's from Toloka. Maybe in Toloka they have cable TV. Maybe he's been alive for a long time. So maybe he adapted his swimming style. Or maybe the Man from Atlantis, Patrick McDuffie, side of... I ain't saying, I'm just saying. After that, we get what appears to be a verbal confrontation between Queen Ramonda and Namor. Let me say this to you. I can feel how I want to feel about what y'all doing in this movie, but just know, sister, I see you representing. I'm gonna keep that thing a thou out. So, from there, yeah, y'all be like, no, that's my thing. I'm gonna keep it a buck. She looks amazing. She does. She looks amazing. I'm gonna feel how I'm feeling, and I'm not budging. She does look amazing, though. So Angela Bassett is an incredibly attractive woman and an incredibly talented actress as well. That said, I still feel how I feel. Y'all shouldn't be doing this damn movie. Like, damn, Theo. So we see a throwback Dodge Challenger. It is. And a motorcycle riding side by side down the street. Now, we know from the earlier trailer that was Shuri riding on the motorcycle. Quick freeze frame. That's Okoye in the Dodge Challenger. The throwback Dodge Challenger. And that vibranium staff she stuck in the ground, clearly it is still tearing up stuff. We see a police cruiser go flying. Like, damn. Ramunda says they lost their protector. You go back in your head. I'm going to ask who lost their protector, because this movie has been clearly made about Chadwick Boseman. This movie is honoring Chadwick Boseman. It is acknowledging the fact that Chadwick Boseman died. So that's where the disconnect is going to come in for me, because if I were to go watch this movie, I would know whether I'm full recast or not recast that you're not talking about the character. Thus, any tension in the movie, it's not going to seem, how can I put it? It's not going to seem authentic. Emotions in the movie will be for the actor. They won't be for the character. So even in the movie, whether people are looking at it that way or not, people are going to the movie to not even acknowledge T'Challa. You're going into the movie to have to celebrate Chadwick Boseman. Crazy, because they're not going to tell you who Chadwick Boseman is, and too many of y'all still don't know who the man is. But you're literally going to have a funeral for Chadwick Boseman in the movie Black Panther. Yes, you will get Riri. You will get that. You know what you're gonna get after Chadwick Boseman passes away. His family gonna tell you. His family being Riri Williams, Ramunda, and Shorty, with third cousin M'Baku over there. That's who gonna tell the story. But they're not telling the story about T'Challa. They're telling the story about Chadwick Boseman. They're crying over Chadwick Boseman. Like this. I'm gonna be honest with you. Any likenesses, and when I say likenesses, to T'Challa need to be removed from this movie. Take that down. This ain't about T'Challa. This is about Chadwick Boseman. That's sick in and of itself. I'm gonna go back to it. This ain't what this video is about. I'll talk about that later on. So, what I say, regardless of who you are, we know we are burying a fictional character because the actor who played him passed away. Like, we know that. We're burying. But even in the movie, when you go see the movie, you're not going to be processing that they're burying T'Challa. You're going to be processing that they're burying Chadwick Boseman, regardless of whether you for recast or not. That is how you're going to look at it. So anytime they reference T'Challa later on, if they do reference him, you're not going to get emotional about T'Challa. You're not even going to think about T'Challa. You think about Chadwick Boseman. You really not even going to think about what T'Challa then did in the MCDMU. You're not. This Big Aaron, Big Word Brinkley. So Aaron, Big Aaron, Big Word. I'm doing this video right now. So can I hit you back, brother? Can I hit you back?
Man, why did you answer? Go ahead.
Yeah, because the phone was ringing. They be looking at me like I'm crazy. I'll talk to you later.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Because we keep things authentic. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, I'm bringing y'all into my world. Hopefully you bring me into yours. So that's how I feel about that. And I'm thinking that's going to make sense. Because when people walk away from this movie, they going to talk about every fictional character except for T'Challa. When it comes to T'Challa, they will talk about Chadwick Boseman. When you leave the movie theater, you can be like, oh man, that's so sad. That was beautiful what they did for Chadwick Boseman. You're not going to talk about T'Challa at all. And what did somebody say? The quickest way to kill somebody's legacy is to do what? Stop talking about it. Exactly. Come on, somebody. Of course, we got to get that scene again of the door saving the boy from being drowned. They showed that in the first trailer as well, because we showed that clip. We showed that clip in the first trailer. We're gonna double down on it and show that clip again in the second trailer. Door saving the boy. I don't have a problem with that. I don't. So if I don't have a problem with that, and Marvel doesn't have a problem showing that, what was the problem with Doctor Strange coming in at the end of WandaVision, helping Wanda get her stuff together? No. We're not gonna act like that wasn't what was out there. Why is it good for the goose but not good for the gander? If a woman can't be saved by a male, why is it okay for a male to be saved by a female? I told y'all I believe in equal energy. If we just tell the story right, we ain't even got to ask them damn questions. It should be who's saving whoever depended on it fitting the story. Doctor Strange coming in there to help Wanda get a better hold on being a witch, yeah, it would have helped. It fit the damn story. Stop being sexist. Yes. If the opposite of man is a woman, the opposite of head is tail, the opposite of misogynistic is misogynoir. I'm sorry. It's not. It's misandry. I don't know why misogynoir is stuck on my head. These words don't exist if they're not. You got to have an opposite to everything. Let's not act like that's not true. We got white, we got black, and I'm talking about the colors. Right? Right. So let's stop acting like that. Let's stop acting like one sex is capable of doing something the other sex is not capable of doing. Let's stop acting like one sex is worse than the other sex. One sex is better than the other sex. That's part of the damn problem when it comes to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Just tell the damn story right. If you don't know how to tell the damn story right, if the writers don't know how to maintain their integrity by telling the damn story, hire somebody that does. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, damn, Theo. I'm sorry. So anyway. So the women, Dora Milaje, I got that. No problem. Midnight Angels, got that. No problem. Hatut Zadaze. So either it's either be dead or be a member of a tribe that doesn't believe in technology, and their rallying cry, oh, 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 oh. That says a lot. Thank you. Wow. I like, Theo, that didn't hurt you beat your chest like that? Yes, it did. So where am I at? Because I don't want to get on a tangent anywhere. I say we got to see that scene again. Then we get to see Riri designing her new Ironheart armor. Bubblegum Candy, did you? They say Ryan Coogler is an anime fan. I'm gonna put some of the pictures right here. Bubblegum Candy is. You see how everybody else is influencing Wakanda instead of Wakanda influencing the world? Y'all like, Theo, no, it ain't like it ain't out there. Y'all saw the review that I put out there for the action figure. I didn't put it out there. Shout out to MCU Collector. He touches on that. Yeah, y'all believe it. But yeah, he touches on that. I'm thinking like, Theo, what are you saying? I'm like, I don't understand Japanese animation. I like Japanese animation. Listen, One Punch Man, that's my dude. I didn't watch some Sailor Moon. Listen, I don't know what people consider Dragon Ball Z anime, but I'm not gonna act like that. What else did I watch besides One Punch Man? Oh, My Hero Academia. Yeah, I rocks with it, so I'm not gonna act like that. I just don't know the Japanese inspired hero. I don't know if he's rocking anything inspired by Africa, is what I'm saying. Like I got Shiro Yoshida Sunfire, right? I got Silk. I'm just saying, like, I get it. I do. You like that? I'm just not. I would have preferred to have seen something more. I get it. We're not going to do the Iron Man thing because there's no connection to Iron Man, right? Right, cool. I'm with that. Fine, I'm with that. I just would have preferred to have seen something that looked like it was more Wakandan inspired as opposed to anime inspired. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So we get scenes in rapid succession. Namor floods Wakanda. That scene in Namor flooding Wakanda, you know what? Y'all don't read comic book. You know why Namor is flooding Wakanda? Because Riri Williams is in Wakanda. That's why he attacking them. You know what that's like? That's like Avengers versus X-Men. Do you know why Namor flooded Wakanda in Avengers versus X-Men? Because Hope Summers, a mutant, was there, and they wanted her back, and she was on Wakanda. She was in Wakanda. So Namor like, y'all not gonna let her go? I'm finna flood Wakanda. So Riri Williams is appearing in the role of Hope Summers in this particular movie. Just want to get that on right away. So we see M'Baku beating his chest after that, like I just did. Then jumping feet first into the ocean for what I can assume will be him, along with the rest of the Jabari tribe, fighting the Talokans. Now, the only thing that I can say positive about the Jabari tribe is that I want to get on Swole Patrol like them. Nah, they don't know dead ass. They look like, actually, what I want to say about the Jabari tribe, forget the technology. You don't really want to run up on that. Like you need to have the enhanced abilities of a panther to run up on somebody from the Jabari tribe, like, because all of them look like they bitching well over 250. Like they ain't matching out with 250, like they repping with 250. So boy, good God Almighty. So shout out to the Jabari tribe, all y'all being on Swole Patrol. Y'all, if y'all can, one of y'all see this video and everything like that, make sure you put your workout regimen, your diet, so brother can get on. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. As we hear the Queen Mother in the background saying, show them who you are. Did y'all hear me when I said that? Show them who you are. We see Jabari tribesmen appearing to either be pulling or dragging someone or something that isn't cooperating. That's what I was talking about, man. I want to, hey, fitness coach, whoever, y'all, man, listen, hit me up, comment section. Hit me up with the weight, the weights and everything. I'm trying to get that. Come on, help a brother out. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. From there, we get Namorita, floating underwater while Shorty stands in a burning throne room. Next thing you know, a small circle opens up, small hatch, and down drops Shorty, the new Black Panther. So I already told y'all why Namor gonna be flooding that. So my thoughts. Throughout this video, I've given you some of my thoughts on this. And those are my thoughts. But I was able to speak to a 14-year-old, two young men today, 14-year-old, 16-year-old, in regards to their feelings about Black Panther. And I tried my best to keep my questions as centered as possible. But a 16-year-old, 14-year-old young man. Mom and dad in the house. Mom and dad in the house. Let me just go ahead and point it out. 16-year-old young men, both mother and father in the house. Yes, and the youngest sibling is a daughter. Just giving you back because just wanted to know where these young men were coming from. So the 16-year-old says, while the movie seems good, it comes across, now he admits that the movie seems good, which is what some other people have been saying on social media. So let's not act like that. That's fair. I will be the first one to tell you that the cinematography is good. It does. Storyline still sucks. Two things can be true at the same time. The storyline is heinous in and of itself. The cinematography looks great. I'm pretty sure the actors and actresses are going to do a great job in delivering their performances. The plot still sucks. The story is still reprehensible. It is. I'm not budging on that one. The fact that I still see people in comment section talking about how bad the cast and crew, I'm gonna go ahead and say it one more time. They announced this movie 3 months and some days after the actor passed. They started shooting less than 1 year. Started shooting mid-June. I'm gonna say late June. Started shooting Black Panther 2 late June. Chadwick Boseman passed August 28th. He passed August 28th, 2020. They announced the sequel December 10th, 2020, and started filming late June 2021. If it's too soon to recast, because everybody's still grieving, it's too soon to reshoot. That's logic. But we got people that practice cognitive dissonance on a daily damn basis. And that is why I say the black race is in this situation we find ourselves in today. But anyway, he said it comes across like a female empowerment movie. It does. I think anybody that's being logical will say that Black Panther 2 is a female empowerment movie. That's how it comes across. It does. I put the pictures up here. Winston Duke is the only prominent black male in this movie. He's also playing the only prominent black male role in this movie. I think if the picture is up there right, we have 7 prominent black female roles. I love that. We used to get stuff, we only could get stuff like this in Ocean's 11, Ocean 12, and Ocean 13, except it was the other way around. So I love this. But for no reason whatsoever, we dialed down black male representation. I count 7 women. My math might be off. I count 2 members of the LGBTQ. What I got over here? That's logical. And you can't even tie it into the fact what Chadwick Boseman passed. That ain't got nothing to do with that damn number decreasing like that. It don't. That's sad. That's pathetic. And we signing off on it. You breaking the internet for it? How many? Never mind. That was the 16-year-old. The 14-year-old says, I feel like it was disrespectful. That's the 14-year-old. I asked him, I said, well, why do you feel like it was disrespectful? He says, I mean, he's our first major character. And he says, he's talking about black people, black men. He doesn't consider James Rhodes, Sam Wilson, War Machine, Falcon, now Captain America. He doesn't consider them to be a major character. He's not the only one that feels that way, and I'm talking about comic books as well. I mean, he's our first major character, and they just kill him off. People gonna say it's honorable. He says, I don't believe Chadwick would want the character he played to just be killed off. He hasn't even had that much screen time. Now, nobody's gonna Google that. They're not. But Google how much screen time Chadwick Boseman had in Captain America Civil War. Then do it for Infinity War. Then do it for Endgame. Then do it for his own movie. I actually saw somebody in the comment section talk about not Chadwick Boseman, but trying to validate the killing off of T'Challa. Said that T'Challa has had a complete story arc where his father was killed. Right? His father got killed in Captain America Civil War. We saw him take the throne in Black Panther. We also saw him lose that throne in Black Panther. We saw him regain the throne in Black Panther. At the end of Black Panther, we saw him say to his sister, maybe it's time we open Wakanda up to the rest of the world. We saw him in Infinity War say, get this man a shield. We saw that. Open section 17C. Even M'Baku got a line. This will be the end of Wakanda. What did Okoye say? What was she doing up there all this time? Right. He got some screen time in Endgame. Clint, give it to me. But we also heard Sam Wilson say, Cap, on your level. We saw him attend the funeral of Tony Stark. What story arc was that? What story arc are you comparing it to? We saw Steve Rogers go from a skinny kid to a super soldier. We saw him go on tour to USO, right? We seen him go rescue Bucky and that whole unit, right? We seen him go toe to toe with the Red Skull, right? You like that? We saw him ditch a plane. Crazy, could have put that plane on automatic pilot, but hey. But we saw him ditch a plane. At the end of that movie, we saw him wake up in modern times. This next movie, we saw him link up with the Avengers. We did. Movie after that, which was his, we saw Bucky come back on the scene. Steve told Bucky, I'm with you all the way. That's emotional right there. I'm with you all the way. Recast T'Challa, I'm with you all the way. Chadwick Boseman, I'm with you all the way. I ain't going nowhere. But what do we see after that? Yeah, because Cap fought for his friend, his best friend, his brother, to come back to him. Well, we get Captain America in Age of Ultron, right? What do we get with Age of Ultron? Steve putting it down, talking to Tony, saving the day, taking on Ultron. Even though Clint throwing smart comments on top of Cap, I don't know what you're gonna do with this dude. Right. What happened from there? Well, hell, from there, we get what? Captain America Civil War. Introduce us to T'Challa. His brother, his father died in that movie. Wasn't even somebody going after him. It was just a matter of circumstance. As Derek Boseman would say, happy to see us be victims. Dead in the street would be a king. Nah. In the comics, Claw was going after. He targeted T'Chaka. In this movie, T'Chaka just happened to be an innocent bystander that got caught up, as was every other Wakanda. And the anger that T'Challa felt for Claw, that wasn't played out in the movie towards Zemo. He let Zemo live. What story did he tell? He get his own movie. He goes to get Nakia out of the jungle, brings her back home, telling her his father's been killed. He's getting ready to take on the throne. He can't even take on the throne in peace. He inherited the throne. And M'Baku came out there and challenged him. Right then and there. Crazy, ironically enough, he actually insulted Shuri for relying too much on technology. Told T'Challa he wasn't even there to save his father. They fought. T'Challa got stabbed, right? But he won. T'Challa won. T'Challa, from there, they got a track down on Claw, right? What did W'Kabi say? W'Kabi say, hey, kill him. They got Claw. I never could understand why T'Challa was more mad at Claw, who stole vibranium, than he was at Zemo, who actually killed his father. But he wanted to kill Claw. And because he didn't, and because Eric Killmonger rescued Claw, what happened? W'Kabi turned his back on him. And if W'Kabi turned his back on him, then the Border Tribe turned their back on him. I guess that's why we don't see anybody in the Border Tribe, because they all locked up as traitors. So what did T'Challa do? Story arc did he have? He was challenged by Eric, defeated by Eric, damn near dead because of Eric, restored back to life, fights Eric, saves his sister. He doesn't save the world. That's the other thing. T'Challa really hasn't done anything. He hasn't had that Captain America moment where he saved the world. James Everett Ross saved the world. That's crazy. We have more respect for James Everett Ross, who's going to get his second action figure in relation to the Black Panther franchise, has finna show up in more Black Panther related movies than the titular character they damn self, and nobody sees anything wrong with that. I can't even get y'all to see the fact that Everett Ross was the one to save the world. T'Challa was in the vibranium mine fighting Eric Killmonger. Whether T'Challa wins that fight or not, it's up to Everett Ross to stop those Wakandan fighters from leaving Wakanda. If any one of them leave, it don't matter what T'Challa doing on the ground. It don't matter. He had the Captain America moment. When Tony Stark took that missile that was in the first Avengers movie and he put it in that wormhole, that was T'Challa's moment that he didn't get. That was Everett Ross's moment that he got. When Natalie told Clint to let her go and she fell down and died and sacrificed herself. See, T'Challa not even sacrificing himself. He died from a whole ass illness, which is reprehensible because the actor died from an illness. Ironic as hell, the actor passed away from cancer. They have the cure to cancer in Wakanda. But I can't even, I'm looking at y'all, man, share the video, because I'm like, if you call yourself pro-black, you not thinking about that for a second? You not thinking about that for a second? Call yourself what you want to. Who saved the day in Black Panther? What was T'Challa doing? Yeah, you can come back and say, well, if Eric killed T'Challa down there, they got to come kill him. But the last fighter jet, that ain't on Eric. Everett Ross handled that. Watch this. T'Challa could have beat Eric, right? If Everett Ross don't stop them fighter jets from escaping Wakanda, it's a done deal. Done data. Done done. It's done. And we all know that. So what story arc did T'Challa get? Because we damn sure didn't even get T'Challa, which I didn't understand. Why wasn't Eric Killmonger put in a stasis chamber just like they did Bucky? Nobody asked that question. He didn't get what Bucky got. And he should have. I'm of the mindset, recast T'Challa, right? Put Eric in a stasis chamber. Give me the same damn thing for Eric that you gave Bucky and that you gave Loki. I want the same thing that you finna give Yelena Belova. I want that. Natalie died a heroic death. Y'all just killing off T'Challa. So no, I want that. Give me the same thing. I want to see, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Call it right down the middle. I want that redemptive story arc. Yeah, I can feel how I want to feel about how Michael B. Jordan getting down right now. But brother, if you're a brother and it's about what it's supposed to be about, you should have wanted the redemptive story arc. You should have signed on the dotted line. But hey, I know y'all gonna give me that redemptive story arc y'all gave everybody else. Right. We talking about being black equality? Bar none. That character should have got 3 movies, bar none. And when I say character, the character T'Challa should have got 3 movies. It should have been like this. We're going to keep that around for the people. We should have owned them stories for T'Challa like they've been owning stories for Spider-Man, Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Aquaman, Flash. We should have owned them stories for T'Challa. And they done had actors and actresses die. And they still own them damn stories. Y'all let somebody come around that had no care and concern for you, pull the rug out from up under your feet. And even with what y'all doing today, y'all ain't even looking at the fact that the energy surrounding the untimely passing of William Hurt don't even mirror the same energy regarding the untimely passing of Chadwick Boseman. Even the energy regarding recasting T'Challa don't even mirror the same energy about recasting Thunderbolt Ross. Folks excited. The same folks that want Chadwick's character killed off are the same people excited for William Hurt's character to be played on. The same people that don't think there's another black man, especially you, Anthony Mackie. I got so much heat for you. Because see, you went on TV and you had that conversation with Jamel Hill and said it was too much pressure for another black man to step in Chadwick Boseman's shoes. I ain't heard nothing from you, bro, in regards to whether it's too much pressure for another man to step in William Hurt's shoes, and William Hurt is more critically acclaimed than Chadwick Boseman. I don't want to say that, but it is what it is. And I ain't heard you say nothing, bro. Ain't none of this energy being consistent. And I believe in equal energy. What I'm finding out in my personal life, as much as I find out in regards to this movie project, when it comes to the reason why black folks struggle in this country to be seen as equals, because it's way too many damn black individuals saying they're about black power. Black individuals that when it's all said and done, they don't care nothing but about themselves. They'll tell you it ain't got nothing to do with them. But when it's somebody else of a other ethnicity facing off against them, they gonna look at you and say, oh, ain't we black? Nah. Because you want to be black when it's convenient. So stay over there where you at. It's recast T'Challa. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Enkosi. Listen, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me and everything like that. It's recast T'Challa all day. I know somebody asked me a question about the hashtag and everything like that. Here's where I'm at with it. I started off last year recast T'Challa. Now, when I know Marvel was on that BS, it was recast T'Challa or else. And low key, I put recast T'Challa on there. It's some it's 3 dots after that. So y'all need to know, every time you see me put hashtag recast T'Challa, just understand it's 3 dots after that when I do it. We're going to get him recast. We're going to finish the drill, and we're going to keep applying pressure, and we're going to keep telling these truths. That is my breakdown for the trailer. Went a little bit longer than I thought I would. Good God Almighty, Jesus, 41 minutes. This might as well be alive. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.